You know, I've had this car, and I figured I would do a 2,500 mile review on it. And I have to say, 2,500 miles in 1 year isn't a lot of miles. But I have to say that I love this car. This car is by far one of the finest Mustangs that they ever come out with. It really is. My wife has the GT350. It's another beautiful car. But if I was to choose which one I'm going to drive for the night, I'm choosing this one, the 2021 Mach 1. I'm sorry for the shakiness, but I'm driving and shifting gears at the same time. That's a bad part about the manual. You got to shift gears even when you're videotaping. So as you can see right here, so let's get over here. We got that rev, match on this thing, and when I rev it up, it matches, baby. So anytime you downshift or anything like that, the car's got a self-rever that revs up, so you can slide it into gear better. As we travel old Mexico here, these guys used to do a lot of street action here on the weekends, but they don't do it so much anymore. They put a stop to it. Yes, they did. They put a stop to it. So they moved down, and they put a stop to it down there too. But I mean, as far as this car, like I says, it's 2,531 miles. I've had the car for a year, and I've raced a couple cars on the street with it, and I've won. I mean, it's not the fastest. It's only got 480 horsepower, but you got to shift those gears right. That's all there is to it, man. And as far as the 2021 Mach 1s, they launch pretty good, man. I can't complain. I mean, they got a good launch to them. They bite the road real nice, man, when you're hitting those gears. But as you can see, coming up right there, yeah, it was another old spot they used to drag race at. But people got stupid and they ran them out of here. That's a shame. One person can ruin the fun for a lot of people. And most of the guys that street race around here, I mean, you got your few, and those are the ones that got them kicked out. They're usually pretty safe, man. They don't try to run anywhere where there's a lot of traffic or anything like that. So they're usually pretty good at it. But when you're out here in Mexico, you gotta be careful, because if you go to jail, it's a felony. So I just don't do it. But there's other people who do it. I don't know who they are. But they come out and they do it. A lot of these guys that bring their cows out on trailers and stuff like that do it. But besides that, this is about the 2021 Mach 1, so I don't even know why I'm even jibber jabbering. Let me bring you right back. Well, I have to say, this is one beautiful car. So it's a handily packed car. So it comes with all the fender trims and everything on it. The wheels, the handily packed wheels, the Cup 2 tires that are bald. Comes with this right here. Comes with the extra splitter. But one thing Ford's forgot to put on mine. Yeah. Is this right here. They put it on the driver's side, but I don't have one on the passenger side. I had the car a year before I figured that out. So we got the wing, Mach 1. Got the 4.5-inch, 5-inch tailpipes. This car has coolers everywhere for the differential, for power steering, for everything. And I mean, this car is just a beautiful car. But you see right here, it's gone. It's not there, never was there. Yeah, the one they put there is for the regular GTs. So why did they do one side and not get the other side? Just don't make no sense, does it? You know. But yeah, it's a beautiful car. I was gonna get the yellow one to match my 70, but I really don't care for that new yellow. Bug sure do make a nice splat on that orange though, don't it? Yeah, buddy. And I know you guys seen the interior. I got the cloth interior. I didn't get the leather. I didn't want the leather. I wanted the cloth. That's fine. So it's the Recaro seats. And I got this floor mat covering up my good floor mats, so I don't get them all dirty. Yeah. Shifter knob. A lot of people change them. They put the fancy shifter knob. I like that shifter knob right there. Let's reach down here and pop open this hood. Yeah, buddy. I really like that door sill. It lights up when you open the door up. It's just a special car. It really is. Just a very, very special car. And I'm so glad I got the manual. So glad I got the manual. Let's see if we can pop this baby open with one hand. See how good I am, huh? If I can find it. Ah, there it is. Ah, thought I had it. Hang on one second here. There we go. So yeah, I ordered that. I'm gonna get the cover for this. And then, you know, I got the Mach 1 covers. And that one right there cracked on me when I put it on. But Custom Pony, he says he's gonna take care of me on that. And that's the reason why I wouldn't want to put the blower on this car, the Whipple or anything like that. Because I don't want to take off that strut tower. Because I'm telling you, it will affect the car. I really believe it'll affect the car, you know. So if I ever did, I'm sorry guys, you may not like it, but if I ever put anything on this car, it'd be a Pro Charger. It's exactly what I put on here if I ever decide to do that. Yeah. So 2,500 miles. So when I first bought the car, I was like in heaven, man. I mean, literally in heaven. And I've had people, you know, I've had the dealer actually call me up. They wanted me to trade this in. They had a GT500. They was going to put me in a GT500. Use this as the trade-in. And I'm like, I don't want a GT500. If I wanted a GT500, I'd have bought a GT500 to begin with. I'm a Mach 1 kind of guy. Hence my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And I had an 04 Mach 1. I got my 70. You know, and I've had Mustang 2s that were Mach 1s. So I'm really into the Mach 1s. I love them. So within 2,500 miles, I have raced a couple GT350s with it. But guys, I really think the GT350 is a faster car. But if you don't shift that thing where you're supposed to, I'm going to beat it every time, because I can make my power down low. They're making their power up high. So if they don't shift it like it's supposed to be shifted, then they got a problem. So depending on how you shift this thing, you're going to win or lose. You know. I'm not really going to modify this car because I plan on keeping it. And I plan on keeping it for a long time. And modifying it to me just takes the purpose. And I'm telling you, man, the pollen has got that car almost looking yellow. The black, anyhow. That pollen is horrible. But I'm glad I got the orange because it kind of matches the pollen. My wife's car, it would be yellow right now. So 2,500 miles. I have no complaints. None. And the car corners so nice. When I'm coming off the off-ramp, man, it's like a slingshot. It really is. When I'm coming off that off-ramp onto the highway, This thing is like a slingshot, man. It just gets and goes. So for 480 horsepower, and I had a dyno at 433 at the rear wheels. Hey, that's great. Because if you're putting it to the ground, you're doing something. You know, that's just the way it is. If you're putting it to the ground, you're doing something. So, would I buy this car again? Yes, in a flat second. And I'm serious, guys. I can just walk around here and look at this car and be happy all day long. Put a smile on my face. When I bought this thing, it put a huge smile on my face. 2,500 miles. I know if I say that again, you're going to choke me, right? 2,500 miles. And I'm a big guy. This car, I'm telling you, is comfortable. I mean, it is comfortable. It's got a good ride to it. You know, but if you're going down a bumpy road, it's stiff, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's stiff and it's solid. So yes, I would definitely buy this car again and again and again. All right, let me get this turned around here so we can talk to you. You know, I've only had the oil changed in this thing once. You know, so let's turn you around. Alrighty, so it's the 5.0. It's the Coyote engine. All right, a lot of guys have, you know, put superchargers on them or blowers or whatever, and I haven't seen anybody put a turbo on it yet, so I'm not real sure if anybody's done a turbo yet. I'm sure there is somewhere, either that or they're doing it. I got all the factory headers and everything on it. I don't have anything aftermarket, but I did take off the I deleted the resonator. I took that off and I put the X pipe on there because I like the X pipe. I always like that better than the H pipe. H pipe's good for the older cars because it's more of a muscle sound, but that X pipe, I think it goes good with these Coyotes, man. I mean, makes them sound good. Yeah, buddy. You know, I haven't really done any much mods besides that. I mean, the car comes from the factory. You know, the 6-speed Tremec. It's got 373 gears. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, 443 horsepower. Putting that to the ground is phenomenal. It's great. It's a great car. I love this thing, man. Would I take it on a long trip if I had some better tires on it? Something besides these Cup 2s, maybe a Cup 4, something like that. Yeah, I'd take it on a long trip. It's that comfortable to drive. It's that easy to drive. But these Cup 2s, I don't know, man. Some people say that they, you know, work fine in the rain, but I don't know if they do or not. I'm not. I don't think I want to test them, especially if I'm far away from home, you know. So I'm gonna end up putting newer tires on it. Or different tires on it, not newer, because the tires only got 2,500 miles. But they say these tires only last for like 4,000 miles, so we'll see. They're just as bald as they were when I first bought the car. Nothing's changed there. But it's got, you know, I mean, this thing's got coolers for the rear end, oil coolers, power steering coolers. This thing has got it all. You know, and besides a blower or whatever, I don't know what else you could ask for in a car like this. You know. I've had numbers of people that's tracked these cars that think they're phenomenal. You know, one guy, he had a GT350. He actually sold it and bought a Mach 1 to track it, you know, to take it to the track. So he's definitely into it, you know. And he says that he really likes the car a lot better than he did the GT350. But, you know, he could have had the older GT350. I don't know. They say 2018 or 2019. Excuse me. It's very humid and hot. That they changed over and they did some work to them, made them better. We haven't had any problems with my wife's 2018, knock on wood. The car runs and drives good, but she takes, you know, caution in what she does when she starts it. She lets it warm up good. She don't get into it real hard when she first starts it up, so she takes real good care of her car. So, you know, but like I had said when we was driving, if it come down to driving her car or driving the 21 Mach 1, I'm taking the 21 Mach 1 every time, because I just like the feel and the drive of this car. And her car's not much different, I'm going to tell you that right now. You know, yeah, her car's not much different. But the Mach 1 has got parts from the Shelby 500, GT 500, and it's got parts from the GT 350. And I'm guessing probably leftover parts from when they quit making the GT 350. They slapped them on the Mach 1, which to me is great. You know, the car has really nice graphics. I really enjoy the car. I think it's a great car. And yes, I would buy it again. I've said it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it again. I'll buy it again. So I apologize for making this review so long. I really don't have a whole lot to say because it's such a great car. I don't have anything that I don't like except for Ford's not putting that other piece on the passenger side. Besides that, I like everything about this car. And I'm a big dude, so I'm comfortable driving it. You know, my 04, it was tight. My 04 Mach 1, it was tight, you know. And it was cool. We drove that. My wife had a GT, I had that Mach 1, and my daughter had a convertible, and we drove them down to Carlisle, down in Pennsylvania, the car show, and Ford Nationals. It was actually a Boss year for the Bosses, you know, celebration for the Boss Mustangs, and we went down there, and boy, what a good time, because my brother had a Boss. He has a Boss 70 Boss 302, which most of you guys know that already, you know. So I mean, there's really not much to say. Really not much to say. I think the one thing I would say that maybe the Mach 1, I wish it would have had the bigger brakes like the GT 350 or the GT 500, because I think that would have really topped this car off. I think if it would have had the bigger brakes on the rear and on the front, which they got a good size brake on the front, it's a Brembo, you know, but I think if they would have done the same in the back, I think that would have really just took this car over the limit. Is it a part spend car? Well, they're all part spend cars if you think about it. And if you think about it, they're all Mustangs. Just some are a little bit, you know, more high-tech than the others, you know. But hey, you can make these cars faster. You can make the GT Mustangs faster. You can make the GT 500s faster. I mean, you can make them all faster if it's what you want to do. But I think I'm happy the way this car is. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and thanks for watching, and you guys are awesome. And if anybody tells you any different, you tell them come see me, and I'll tell them you're awesome. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Yeah, buddy.